Alright, we have Sid Meier's Ace Patrol here. Gonna start a new game. Still trying to balance the audio. I've got some background ambience running intentionally. Trying to find out how to balance the game music so it doesn't drown me out. How to get my volume, my speech recorded so it's not too quiet, and also so it's not coming in distorted. So this is run 11, I think, of trying to get it balanced. I think I'm eventually just going to have to give up and get a headset. Or an omnidirectional microphone, something of a little better quality than this $8 Walmart special I'm running right now. So I'm going to go no training missions because honestly they're a waste of time after, well, even before you get through them the first time. And let's see, Germans are by far the most challenging nation to play campaign-wise. I've had the best luck with the Americans, which is not to say the other allies have a harder go at it. I think of the allies, the most challenging, I would say, are probably the French. So we'll be them. I'm going to put it on middle difficulty right off the bat too. Let's see. Choose a squadron leader. Incinerator. Escape artist. That's useful. Later, in the late campaign, when you can expect to get shot down more, but not so much early. And if you have a really strong start, then your late campaign is easier. Oh, crap. I think I just nuked my keyboard. With Diet Coke. Yes, Diet Coke. The vanquisher of many, a fine keyboard. We'll see. Okay. Copycat, that's extremely useful. You get a 2-for-1 on your upgrades until you start doubling them up. Deadeye. Good maneuvering makes up for the ability to get a high percentage shot from further distance. Also, in order to use Deadeye, you have to fly straight and level, or at least straight. And I don't know. It's a risky proposition. So we know with Copycat.
Yes, sir.
French nation bonus: pilots avoid capture after a forced landing in enemy territory. So. Good thing I didn't take the escape artist, because according to that, all French pilots have escape artist. Okay, squadron news.
Excellent.
Get your promotions for your first couple free. Maneuvers. These are randomly drawn. I like to get power first. She did not get lucky enough to get it. A good reversal is also huge to have, so I'll take that.
Thank you, sir.
Put that in the bank. And good, she got power on her second draw. That's good. Upgrade right off the bat. No, she's got Copycat, so you never want to assign her the upgrade, because if you assign it to anyone else, she's going to get it anyway. So we'll give it to our number 2 pilot, who is this one who has 1 maneuver set.
Excellent.
Okay, and here we go. Oh, skill level. I put on Ace hard. It's
Yes,
still
sir.
mostly, you're gonna win most of them on Ace, but when I harder than that at the late campaign, you start running into pilots that have the enemy squadrons have kill totals that you can't possibly reach. Literally. If you shoot down every target you face, then your squadron kill total will be far behind what you face, and that's just it's frustrating. If you're really good at it, it might balance the overall difficulty level. But I balance the difficulty level on my own by the way I play. In other words, I don't metagame the crap out of it. I don't min-max it to an extreme extent, just kind of a shallow extent. So here we go. Select a mission. Points don't do anything unless you're playing competitively. Unless you're playing against someone else who's already on the leaderboard. Some things I've done in the past is I've actually run kind of side-by-side campaigns and compared the points. Just all that really does is dictate, if you're falling behind on points, then that kind of forces that squadron to fly riskier missions. Because if you don't care about points, the only thing that matters is winning the scenario. That's it. For campaign purposes, winning or losing is all that matters. Oh, and how many kills you get also matters. So doing some of these with more targets, however, just because it says double points doesn't necessarily mean you're going to have a target-rich environment and rack up your kill totals for your squadron. Because even if it says, well, like Home Alone, for example, our single plane is available to defend our observation balloons, there might only be 2 enemy fighters or 3 on that, whereas something else that doesn't look as risky might have all 4 enemy fighters. Or, more likely, 2 enemy fighters and 2 enemy other secondary or primary air targets, like observation aircraft, bombers, or observation balloons. So anyway, this is in friendly territory, but that doesn't matter other than flak. But I'm going to do this anyway. The enemy is expecting to attack this tempting target. That means I bet there's at least 3 targets in this mission. Either 2 fighters and a bomber, 2 bombers and a fighter. I bet there's just a combination of at least 3 targets in a mission like this. This one, yeah, you send bombers with no escorts. They enter that into the mission pool for desperation situations. If you're starting to run low on fighters, then you may want to do that to conserve your fighters. Or say if you got fighters in hospital and they're coming back soon, and you don't want to send your squadron out piecemeal. You don't want to send 1 fighter out on that mission somewhere else because that's all you have available. But you have another one coming back that's going to be coming back after 1 mission. You might do this just intentionally, even if you don't have to. Excuse me. That's good. You can see how the sneeze comes in there on this dry run. So, here we go. I'm going to do this one because I'm expecting 3 targets. I'm going to send
Excellent.
her. Try to get someone else with her first kill for one of the others here. And also, paint scheme's got to change. We'll go with a darker blue for that one. Squad leader's not an ace yet, so I'm not going to give her ace paint. We'll give her yellow. Yeah, we'll give her kind of reddish. And we'll give him green. Not lime green. There. Okay. And let's go Newport 17s.
Yes, sir.
2 targets only. Well, so now the object is to down both enemies without taking 50% damage. Any damage less than 50% will not put your plane out of action. Between 50 and 75 puts it out of action for 1 mission, and 75. Between 75 and barely making it back puts it out of action for 2. Unless you have some sort of mechanical upgrade. So, friendly convoy is there. Heading from my left to right from this perspective. We're just going to head into the cloud straight ahead and try to reach. We're going to fly along an intercept vector, the quickest possible intercept. once we make it to these clouds. Excuse me. Gotta deter him. And okay, now this guy's in trouble because the G-Force has caught up to him. He started his bankings maneuvers. Early, so he's reached his G-Force threshold. That's what all this stuff here means, which means he has to play straight. If he has to play straight, might as well climb. He's going to get tailed hard. And he doesn't have any reversals or any other kind of maneuvers that are outside of the ordinary, so what he'll need to do is head for the cloud bank. Meanwhile, I need to deter this guy. And I only have the altitude for one more dive. A diving turn. But it's going to be hard to catch him. Here, I'm going to do this dive left because that'll at least make it hard for him to get a hard tailing. And I think he had to go straight due to G-forces there, so he got away. Gotta put some distance. Okay, he's turned in on him. We're gonna turn inside him.
Has been damaged.
We got the critical, put him past 50%, so now he can't fly inverted, but I don't even know if he had that in his... Well, he didn't. Both these pilots had 0 kills, which means they have basic maneuver sets. And for the clouds here... Clouds are great. You can't be targeted inside clouds. Also, you have the unpredictability of what your orientation when you come out of them. That guy's just going to take the damage. He might... well, he's not going to head through the flak zone. He's going to turn left. I'm going to fly forward and kill him. There. Here. Newport 17 doesn't have the speed to get to the clouds, so I'm going to keep it. And this will do it. He should have turned off that when I began the deterrent pursuit, but he stayed on target and paid for it. But here, alright, now we're going into the clouds. I'll have to go straight, but... And he realizes that. He's paying attention to the card. Okay, here would be a good time to do his reversal. Save some time getting back to join his wingmate. And, gonna climb. Always climb when it doesn't hurt. You know, if it's, climb when you can, when you have the opportunity, when it doesn't sacrifice you much, because altitude always gives you extra options. Always gives you more options than you would have had if you run out of it. Even in a simple beer and pencil game like this. Okay. That's bad. That's a really bad. We're at the same bank attitude. He's higher, and he's gonna. Well, actually, okay. Here's the maneuver that I might be able to pull. These Newport 17s have a special bank changing ability. They can go from a left bank to a right bank. They can flip their bank attitude on without having to fly straight first. And it just means they have a good roll rate. And the Eindecker is able to go from a left bank to a right bank. However, he had to go straight. And he changed his attitude without actually being able to pull off the maneuver. So the maneuverability of that Newport 17 saves it. And this is the better shot, but it's not going to make him a critical, and I want altitude. So I've got the reversal up my sleeve. If I've got altitude to be able to pull it off. I suspect he's going to bank. Well, now it's showing him bank left. No, that's weird. I thought he was bank to the right. We'll climb. Now it's time for a wing over. Reversals. Worth their weight in gold. Always get a reversal in your repertoire as soon as you can. They're vital.
Excellent.
Okay. She got credit for both. So, and in this game, it's whoever puts the last bullet in them. And so she's going to get a new maneuver set. And see, she's got power. And that's it. So we will give her a full loop. Is not particularly useful in this game. I'm actually going to take the loops. Okay. Carburetor increases maximum altitude. That's nice. And we'll give it to him since he survived.
Excellent.
Okay. I'm going to save that game here. Stopped recording. I'm going to check it out here, see how the audio did.